What's up, my fellow Green Bits? It is your boy, RSP, and I was just scrolling around on Twitter today, and I came across this tweet, and it reads, "If Masahiro Sakurai directed a Sonic game, I'm afraid it would be too much for humanity to bear." I was reading this, and it got me thinking, what would a Sonic game look like if Sakurai did direct one? For as long as we've known, Sakurai has a very stylized way that he makes his games. Like, when you see a certain style, you will know that it's him. I mean, take a look at all the Smash games, and take a look at Kirby, even Kirby Air Riders, also Kid Icarus. And you can tell that there are parallels to certain games. Like, for instance, the style of Smash Melee and the style of Kirby Air Ride. They're just about the same if you just take a look at the UI. Heck, even Smash 4 and Kid Icarus Uprising, and Smash Ultimate and the recently released Kirby Air Riders. Transitioning the style that he's done for one game for another seems like something that he does not have a whole lot of difficulty with, because some assets and references already exist. And I personally wouldn't say that he's ripping off his own games, because honestly, ripping off your own games just does not make sense to me. Looking under the replies to this tweet, there is a split of where people are saying Sakurai would be absolutely goated for taking on a Sonic project, and others are saying that he is just going to make the next game very linear. And where I think the latter comes from is how he treats Sonic in Smash Bros. Sonic has been around since Brawl, and ever since, people thought that, oh my gosh, we're going to get so much more Sonic inclusion with the later games. Sadly, that has not been the case. Ever since, we only have one playable character, which is Sonic himself, and we only have two Sonic stages, Green Hill and Windy Hill, and we only have two Sonic assist trophies, Shadow and Knuckles. And to add on more to that list, his moveset hasn't received even the slightest of change since Smash 4. Like, the only change to Sonic's moveset that we get ever since Brawl is his down smash, which is just the split kick. And that was it. Everything else, he's basically the same. And what with the concept of Echo Fighters introduced in Smash Ultimate, people thought this was going to be the chance for Shadow to be a playable character. But no, they insisted on keeping Shadow as an assist trophy. Why? I have no freaking idea. Shadow deserves better than that, at least. I know that there are some boundaries that Sakurai probably has to go through in order to have Sega give him the A-OK to use more of their characters in their most iconic IP. But it comes to a point where it feels like Sakurai isn't even trying with him. Like, there are so many references for you to build a new moveset for Sonic. Like, the comics, the other games, and heck, do the TV show. Like, we need some more stuff with Sonic. Please, Sakurai. Like, new characters, new stages, anything. I know you can do a good job of revamping Sonic in your game, Sakurai. I just want you to realize that. We want you to realize that. But to bring back the initial conversation, I feel like Sakurai can do a good job at making a Sonic game because he has produced Kirby Air Ride and Air Riders, which are both racing games with momentum mechanics involved in it. And with Sonic being a momentum-based franchise, I see no reason to not have Sakurai be passed along the reins of producing the next Sonic game. He can study up on how Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and Heroes were developed, and while it might be considered taboo amongst the game development industry, try taking up some notes from fan games, since you know, Sega loves to give their support out to them, unlike Nintendo. But wouldn't Sakurai being mostly affiliated with Nintendo be the caveat that prevents him from taking inspiration from fan games? It probably doesn't make much sense, but it is something to consider. And going back to the subject of him being great with game developing, he has a whole YouTube channel that dedicates to breaking down into like the most simplest of terms and even like fun engaging visuals on how each and every aspect of game developing can go out. Like, he made that whole project to help aspiring game developers in the future. And who knows how many of them are using his videos as references. If he is this good to the point where he's putting out a guide, then it should further cement how much greater of a game developer that he is, because he cares about his community. And I don't even need to mention the Smash Fighter ballot. I don't have many other thoughts to share, so that pretty much ends this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the prospect of Sakurai producing a Sonic game. And if you like this discussion, click the subscribe button, follow me on Twitter for updates, and possibly financially support me on Ko-fi. I hope you're living your best lives, y'all. Deuces!